Hello, welcome to Nta Calabar Sunday Special. The journey begins with IFAT Life ND Agricultural Business Empowerment Projects to benefit more than 6,000 youths in its second phase in Cross River State. Similarly, Cross River State government engages stakeholders on agro-industrial program in the central senatorial districts. Sunday Special will highlight the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps Stakeholders Forum of all licensed private guard companies, a tool for grassroots security. And away from that, correspondent examined the position of the church on alarming rates of divorce in the society. Good evening. I am Erika Ivy. Sunday Special will be back shortly. Don't go away. Welcome back. More than 6,000 youths are to benefit from the second phase of federal government IFAT Life ND Agricultural Business Empowerment Projects over the next 3 years in Cross River State. This was made known by the national and state project coordinators at the commencement of orientation for the first batch of incubators in this additional finance phase in Calabar. Paul Abel tells us more.
The first phase of the federal government IFAT Life ND project lasted for 6 years with 4,370 persons empowered in 4 agri-value chain, including rice, poultry, fishery, and cassava. For this second phase, which commences in 2025 and rounds off in 2028, known as additional financing, is to close up gaps identified in the first phase, and so far this orientation session for 630 incubators and incubators are selected from 6 local government areas, 2 each from South, Central and Northern senatorial zones of Cross River State. Stakeholders assert that the model, which is proven and tested, is a response to the call of federal government to address unemployment, food insecurity and poverty in the Niger Delta with target on youth.
The government of Cross River State is fully committed to this project. We believe that by empowering our rural youth, we are not only addressing unemployment, but also enhancing food security and boosting economic resilience of our communities. The Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development has agreed that in order to encourage you, in order to motivate you, we will create an incentive for the best incubator.
It is not to create dependence, but for you to be totally independent, to be able to sustain your businesses, and most importantly, for you to also grow your local economy.
The enhancement of economic opportunities for rural youths and women as component 1, and the project management and coordination, which is component 2. So as usual, the support to incubation model, the support to marketing infrastructure, the financial inclusion activities, and the support to rural institutional activities. It's the pivot.
Some incubators speak on their expectations at the end of the training.
I hope to get incomes from it. I hope to also develop myself in the process. I hope to stand out and also be independent through this program.
I'm in business for like 10 years now. There's no support, so I thank God for the special grace of God. I'm choosing one for the community in Biase local government.
The orientation exercise, which featured various sections and presentations, simultaneously holds in Yako for the Central and Ogoja for the Northern Senatorial District of the state. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
To ensure seamless implementation, promote community ownership and border participation, Cross River State government is sensitizing stakeholders in the Central Senatorial District on benefits of the state's special agro-industrial processing zones. Justin Item report on the one-day local government area sensitization exercise in Ikom local government area.
The Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zones program, initiated by the federal government with Cross River State as one of the benefiting states, seeks to tackle agricultural challenges such as low yields, post-harvest losses, and poor infrastructure. This sensitization exercise, according to organizers, is meant to ensure inclusive participation and sustainable development of the program.
We want you to carry the message to all who should participate. And it's very important. So at the community level, as you go back, you make sure that you mobilize some people to participate. Because if your community participates, it is in the best interest of your community and the participants.
With this program, our productivity will be boosted. Our economy will boom. As a state, being a part of the phase one of this program, our people will acquire more skills, especially in the rural villages.
A resource person, Bethel Ewung, calls on stakeholders including youths, women, traditional rulers, legislators, and others to collaborate and ensure the program's success towards driving development and transformation of businesses and the people.
So if you are making laws and you make laws to address in favor of the people you represent.
The chairman of council, the vice and the secretaries are critical stakeholders. Why? Because they play executive role, providing administrative guidance, giving policy guidance, providing complementary support.
Cross River State focuses on the agricultural value chain such as cocoa, rice, and cassava to drive the Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zones program, expected to generate 3,000 jobs during construction and 100,000 jobs when production and processing commences. In Ikom, Justina Etam, NTA News.
Sunday Special will be back after this timeout. Don't go away.
Are you looking for a secured environment with good parking space and a natural ambience? Then look no further. Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground has got you covered for marriages, parties, and all kinds of events. Have an event at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground, you stand a chance to get a discounted rate for your event coverage. For bookings, please call Jane 0806 353 3069. Celebrate your events at Nta Calabar Entertainment Ground. Nta Calabar, the station for the people.
Welcome back. In a bid to strengthen the operation of private guard companies, a tool for grassroots security in the state, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, in collaboration with the Association of Licensed Private Security Practitioners of Nigeria, Cross River State Chapter, has organized a 2025 Stakeholders Forum for information gathering and sharing to tackle insecurity in the state. Correspondent reports that the theme for the forum is Private Guard Companies, a strategic tool for grassroots security and actionable information in Cross River State. The 2025 Stakeholders Forum drew participants from various private guard companies to brainstorm on the need to gather security information and also sharing same to the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, and the police for optimal security productivity. Core areas such as getting operational license, a renewal of license, inspection and supervision, illegal operations, training and retraining of guard were some of the key areas discussed at the forum.
The private guard companies, licensed private guard companies, as stakeholders in security business. So we meet annually to analyze and evaluate if the excellence is being achieved. And in this meeting, that is where we open up, know the way forward.
The annual stakeholders forum is said to be necessary as this will upgrade standard of security, especially in critical high-risk areas of situation where intervention is required to neutralize threats.
The bike users are permitted to take their passengers into their various communities, but not to apply the bikes on the expressway, because we know that the hoodlums, criminals use the bikes, most especially at night, to carry out their nefarious activities. Even at daytime, some of them use the bikes recklessly. Most of the times they use the bike to commit crimes. They use the bike to carry drugs. They use the bike to ferry food items and various logistics to the criminals in their hideouts. And so there are times that have been given that after 6 p.m. The operators should cease their operations, and they are located at various points within the metropolis.
We are partnering with the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps to ensure that we deliver premium security to the states. And we as the private security, we are the grassroots, we gather information and then we share with the Corps. And then we also ensure that we have only licensed companies practicing in Cross River State. We are aware that there are a couple of quacks who are trying to come up with time, trying to show their heads, trying to raise their heads. But anytime we notice anything like this, it is our place to inform the Corps to approach them. It's possible that they might not know that they need to obtain a license. We need to let them know that if they have not obtained their license, they go and get registered with the Civil Defense Corps properly and get their license to operate in the state.
Stakeholders believe that the role of the PGCs in the realm of relevant and actionable information in crime prevention and control does not replace the role of law enforcement agencies, but rather complement to achieve desired results for the state and nation security. And away from that, the alarming rate of divorce in recent times is said to be creating significant negative effects on individuals, families, the church and society at large, impacting emotional, psychological, financial and social well-being. Obaisens in this report examined the causes and effects of divorce on the contemporary society and possible way forward from the Christian perspective.
Divorce contradicts the biblical injunction that states, as recorded in the Holy Bible, what God has joined together, let no one put asunder. This biblical injunction is one of the most commonly used principles to describe how a Christian marriage should be. However, the reverse is the trend in recent times. This is evident in the alarming rate of divorce observed to be recorded among couples in recent times. What could be the reason behind this menace?
Understanding that marriage is the idea of God. Therefore, you cannot just jump into it anyhow. The reason why we are seeing divorce is because people enter into marriage not having the original idea or the concept of the man that instituted marriage. Marriage is not any tribe's idea, country's idea, any individual human idea. It is not any of these, but God Almighty.
While Evangelist Bamuke stressed that marriage should be rooted in forgiveness, tolerance, and the fear of God.
If thou shalt hearken diligently to observe and to do. So today we have so many observing, but doing is a failure. You fail to hearken, you will suffer the consequence. You refuse to accept a simple advice, you suffer the consequence. You live in disobedience, you suffer the consequence. You refuse to have a good mentor, you suffer the consequence. You follow a wrong model, you suffer the consequence. You look down on your parents, you suffer the consequence. You don't fear God, you suffer the consequence.
Other clergymen highlight ways the rate of divorce could be minimized.
The younger ones coming, that they need to be more patient. And it's one value that we have lost in society. We need to be more patient. Children should be more patient. It's because they are not patient, that's why they are going into robbery, they are going into fraudulent activities. It's also affecting divorce as well. People should be more patient. They should be taught, the church should teach patience. The church should also take them through rudiments of marriage counseling. And even after marriage, there should always also be a post-marital counseling.
The Bible explains that the man is the head of that union. Now, the woman is to submit to that headship for direction, leadership, authority, and provision. So you imagine if a man marries and he refuses to be the leader of his marriage, of his wife, then it will collapse. Then if the wife also, the man is ready to give the lead, provide and do everything necessary, and the woman refuses to submit to the authority of the man, the husband, then there will be a problem.
They advise couples to uphold the principles of marriage in line with biblical standard and save the society of the many negative consequences of divorce. In Calabar, Oba Hyacinth, NTA News.
This is how we roll Sunday Special. Thanks for being there.